Okay, so let's go ahead and finish off chapter 2 with section 6, which covers simplifying and evaluating algebraic expressions. So when we're doing this when we're putting like terms together and stuff like that, what we're going to do is we're going to combine, write this down, combine like variables slash, I'm going to put slash here, and constants as well when collecting like terms. In other words, put n's with other n's, put x's with other x's, put y's with other y's. You can combine them. Those are like terms. If there's constants, like they don't have a variable, then those are also like terms. All right. And then also pay attention to the signs of the coefficients. So especially the number, or not this number, but the sign that is in front of the coefficient is super, super important. Don't ignore them. All right, this first example right here. All right, simplify by putting my terms together. Well, these are right here. Right here, you've got, this is negative 8n, and this is also negative 5n. So when you put that together, that makes negative 13. You can think of that as negative 8n plus negative 5n. You can think of it like that, which makes negative 13n. All right, and that's all you can do with that one. All right, on this next one right here, got a lot of x's. Now right here, now if it's just, if it's just an x, if it's just a variable in general, not just an x, but any just lone variable, the default coefficient is a 1, right? So think of that as positive 1. Right here, now this is negative x, so you can think of it as negative 1. Think of that as negative 1, and that's actually good to point out there because right there, those cancel each other out, don't they? Those cancel each other, additive inverse. Those cancel each other off. So all that's left is negative 9x and the 2. And you cannot put those together. Those do not combine because those are not like terms. You can't put an x with something that is not an x. That's a constant. So that's as far as it can go. Looks like it's another math problem. Kind of is, but we're through with it in terms of what we need to do. And what we're doing here is just simplifying it down to as few terms as possible. And that's what we did. All right, now right here, we've got a lot of stuff going on. So here, I'm gonna point this out. Right here, this is negative 2ab. Now I can put that together with another ab, and the other, this is negative 7ab. Notice I'm highlighting the sign that's in front of the 7, not just the 7 itself. So that makes negative 9ab. Got negative 9ab. All right, I'm gonna cross those off. We're done with those. I can do the a's now. This is 7a, and this is 3a. That makes 10a. That makes 10a. And this lone constant has nothing to go with it. So that is it. All right, and simplify by collecting like terms. All right, well, we're evaluating here. I don't know if there's like terms to, I mean, really, this is just evaluating. I don't know if this really has anything to do with like terms, but let's go ahead and do this anyway. So remember, when you substitute a variable, we're only substituting for the letter, right? The variable term, not the sign that's in front of it. And these also have squared on them, so we're not going to substitute that out either. We're just going to put in place of x a 5, and in place of y, we're going to put negative 3. Okay? So I'm going to do this. So you got, I'm going to write it like this. All over 8, like that. All right, x is 5, and y is negative 3. All right, so right here you got negative 3 squared. And the reason I go to that instantly, because you might be tempted to look at this, and you're like, oh, 2 negatives make a positive. But that's kind of a multiplication rule right there. So we really can't handle anything with multiplication until we deal with exponents. So you got to take care of this part first, this negative 3 squared, before we combine negatives to make a positive. So what does that make? That makes positive 9. That makes positive 9. So I'm going to rewrite it. So now we've got 5 minus 9, all right, all over 8. All right, negative 3 squared. Now notice this minus stuck around, right? That minus is still there. That's right there. All right. This negative was taken care of when we multiplied -3, because when we did -3 squared, that became -3 times -3, which is a positive. Okay. So now 5 minus 9 is, you can think of that as 5 plus -9 over 8, which is really, what, -4 over 8? And -4 over 8 is just -1/2, or -0.5. All right, this next one here, we're going to put in, all we're going to do is sub in -6. I'm going to write 8. I'm going to write exponents minus negative x squared. And we're going to put in -6 wherever we see an x. Well, it's all there is just x's in that problem. Take care of exponents before you do anything with multiplying. Although we could do the 8 times 6. I'm not going to do that yet. And so 8 times 6 minus, and then 6 squared is 36. All right, and then that's right here, 8 times 6, that's 48. 48 minus 36 is 12. That one's taken care of. All right, next one here, last one. Last one here is going to be, we're going to put in 5 for A, and we're going to put in -4 for B. All right, so I'm going to do this. There's where the A goes, times 4 times B. And I know, like, where did the brackets come from? Well, the brackets come from, like, if you're ever grouping something that's already in parentheses, it's not a good, I mean, you could do it. It's not a good look, though, to use parentheses around parentheses that are already there. Although you can do it. I just, I'm trying to keep it so that it looks good. All right, so I'm using brackets, and then I'm going to put -3 here as the denominator. All right, so we're going to put in 5 for A, 5, and then -4 for B. All right, so we can take care of this 5 squared. Do that. Do all x once before you add or subtract anything. So negative, or not negative, but 5 squared is just 25. All right, 25. And actually, you know what? We can let's go ahead and take care of this. This is kind of independent of itself, and that makes -16. So I'm going to write plus -16. Instead of just writing -16, write plus -16 all over -3. And then 25 plus -16, that is 9. You got 9 divided by -3, which is -3. A positive, right? A positive divided by a negative is a negative.